Yay! Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, TheSassJacket, back at it again with another cool, awesome video. How do I delete my save file? I actually have no idea. Okay, so what we're doing today is, I don't know how many times I'm gonna need to record this because obviously a Pokemon game kind of takes a long time to beat. We're doing a Pokemon Emerald TRASHLOCKE. What is a TRASHLOCKE? Well, it is a version of a Nuzlocke where I cannot use Pokemon with a base stat total of above 400. Which means that there's a significant amount of fully evolved Pokemon that have that. There's a significant amount of not fully evolved Pokemon that have those kinds of stats. I have a bunch of notes. I also have, you'll probably see this menu show up. I'm not emulating this. I have a software called Epilogue Operator. And essentially what that allows me to do is it lets me play my physical cartridge games on my computer. So I guess it's a form of emulation, but I'm playing on physical hardware. It's just on my computer, which is really, really cool. I haven't played a Pokemon game in forever. Anyway, the reason why I brought that menu up is it might look like I'm emulating. I'm not. And I have to click back into the software for it to let me use my PS4 controller. Which is really, really funny. Lol. I'm laughing. I'm laughing. I'm laughing. It's been a while since I've played a Pokemon game, which feels weird. I always love Pokemon Emerald. Looks really good. I think my battery doesn't work. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, it's PM. Okay, so 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 05. It is 7:05 when I'm recording this. We're burning the midnight oil, baby. We're burning it. I don't know how well I'm gonna be able to yap through this because I have to look at a couple screens to get the information that I need. So we'll see how watchable this is and how many episodes I'll need to record, because I know that Pokemon games can take a long time, and with the way that I'm playing the game, obviously it's gonna be a little bit more difficult. I have figured out that I definitely... Little girl, if you touch me one more time, I'm going to destroy you. You will be destroyed. You'll be rended from this earth. Don't worry. Anyway, so we're gonna go meet Brendan, who was our next door neighbor, and then we're gonna go get our starter. I am fairly certain that my starter is going to be Marshtomp, just because I know that I need an answer to Watson, and Watson is going to be a problem, as he usually is in most, Nuzlocke. This is mine. I want this. Man, stop being a steez. So the playthrough will look fairly normal for a while until we start not being able to, evolve our Pokemon, because if I evolve a Pokemon and its base stat total gets to be above 400, I can't use it anymore. But we're probably going to be using a Mudkip for sure. Combuskin is not bulky enough, and it's good to have a water type this early for Surf and stuff like that. This does not count as our encounter. For those who don't know what a Nuzlocke is, wow, first tackle is a miss. Very cool. So a Nuzlocke is if I lose a battle, it's game over. If a Pokemon faints, it dies. We're using level caps, so I cannot level up past a certain point. As a matter of fact, I probably should bring that up, because I have my TRASHLOCKE notes in this folder, and then my Nuzlocke tracker over there. So the level cap that I'm currently at before I fight Roxanne, so the level cap is always the next gym leaders or Elite Four members' highest leveled Pokemon. And so Roxanne's Nose Pass is level 15. We're gonna name Mudkip Squirt because he's probably, I think once we get to once we get to Marsh Top, I don't think it's gonna get any bigger, so it's just gonna be the little guy. So we're gonna go fight Brendan. Brandon's gonna have, and so this is a kind of a funny thing, is Brandon is always going to be choosing the Pokemon that is, so I gotta be careful that I don't get an encounter here until I get a Pokeball. Don't, oh no! Well, I would have gotten a Poochyena. No, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. Once we get Pokeballs, the run's on. Because this is not, I'm not gonna lose an encounter here just because once we get Pokeballs, then we can start catching Pokemon. I don't know what my Wurmple evolution is. Wurmple's gonna be pretty good because it's gonna be one of the few Pokemon that we can fully evolve. Kinda wish we had the EXP share sort of thing. Give me a potion. Oh, another thing about Nuzlocke is we can't use items in battle. So no potions, no X items. Oh, I need to put my, I need to put my thing into set options. Fast, set. This is the ugliest frame I've ever seen in my life. There we go, much better. If I save, is it gonna be like, no, you already have a warning, there's a different save file if you save now. Right, yes, I'm totally fine. I already got all the Pokemon off of here. Something that's also cool about the epilogue operator is it lets me back up my cartridge save. So even if that did like permanently lose me the save file on this cartridge, I have it backed up on my computer. There's nothing super important on that because I already got rid of every one of the Pokemon. I think the only Pokemon that's actually on the cartridge right now is a level 100 Ledigan for some reason, and I have no idea what I was doing. So yeah, so Pokemon faints, they die. I lose the battle, it's game over. No items in battle. I can only catch one Pokemon per area, and it's the first Pokemon that I encounter. Can I get Pokeballs? Or is that, do I have to wait for Brendan? I do have to wait for Brendan. So once we beat Brendan and we get our Pokeballs, that's when we are able to catch Pokemon. I'm really hoping that I get a Wurmple. A Poochyena is not the best thing on the planet. I'm also not going to be XP grinding off of these Pokemon until the run actually starts. I know that I could, and it would make this fight easier. We're not gonna worry about it though. We're gonna win. Like, that's just like, it's just gonna win. We're just gonna win. So Trico is not gonna be that difficult of an opponent, because they kind of suck. They're a physical attacking grass type with a special attacking type. So that's kind of funny. Leer? Okay, I might need to growl for that. Unless I just like 3-shot him. If I 3-shot him, I won't worry about it. Oh, I am bulky. See, Trico sucks. It's so bad, dude. It's so bad. He is fast, which might become an issue, especially whenever they are a fully evolved like Sceptile. Yeah, I'm just gonna win this. Okay, easy. I think the growl literally just made him do 1 damage less. I think I would have won that a turn faster if I was using, if I didn't growl there. Anyway, I don't know what to yap about. I'll come up with something, I'm certain. Can I have balls? It's been a while since I played this. This guy's a jackass. Can I have balls, please? I wish you would give me your balls. Apparently I can't say that out loud. Oh, right, because I'm following him back, and then we get the Pokédex, and then we get balls, and then the run starts. Got it. Understood. So our win condition, I'm not gonna do like the Battle Frontier or everything because that's not necessary. It's just get to the Elite Four and beat the Elite Four and become the champion. That is the win condition. And bada bing, bada boom. It's just that simple. my favorite Pokemon, I looked ahead. My favorite Pokemon is Aggron, and I looked ahead, and both Aggron and Lairon both have base stat totals above 400. So if I want to use an Aggron, the best thing I can use in the Aeron, and that's it, which isn't the best thing to hear. It might have some utility against like Norman, but we'll see if we encounter that sort of thing. A Sableye would be cool. I would also like to have a thing open that shows me where to catch Pokemon, but you know. Okay, so the run has begun. Whoa! Oh my god, I just faded the world! Alright, and then I should get the running shoes. Hi, ma'am. And I think that I'm gonna be nicknaming everything. I'll nickname everything if I remember to. Oh my goodness. Let's do this. All right. Route 101, baby. Let's make it happen. What do we get? Wurmple. Wurmple is very good. I'm gonna have to switch train this thing. I also have to make sure that I don't freaking kill it. To make these grinding things better, it might be better to have the things turned off. I can actually speed the game up. I don't want to do that unless what I'm doing genuinely tanks for literally ever. Just sit back, y'all. We're just playing Pokemon. Route 101, Wurmple. Wurmple. All right. We're naming him Wormathan. Wormathan. Thank you, Wormathan. Very cool. All right, now I can like train off of the random wild Pokemon. I just have to make sure that I don't get past level 15. Shouldn't be a problem. I'm actually really glad that I didn't get a Poochyena. Because I think it's actually a toss-up if you get Runaway or Intimidate, and Intimidator would be cool. I also need a flying type Pokemon to handle my rival's Sceptile. I don't think I want a Wingull. A Taillow would be kind of cool. Taillow would be kind of cool. Swablu would also be cool, but that's not going to be for a while. I also need to heal my Wurmple so that I can switch train it. Unfortunately, so here's something that I think is funny about old Pokemon is back in the day, jingle jingle jingle, back in the day before the back rooms, whenever Pokemon would give birth, like whenever you got an egg and hatch the egg, the Pokemon would always come out level 5, and because the beginning Pokemon are so weak, that would mean that a level 2 Pokemon can give birth to a baby that is stronger than it, which is wild. Absolutely wild, absolutely buck wild. All right, we're gonna spend a lot of money on probably some healing items, probably some antidotes. Antidotes would be really good. I'm gonna buy 10 of those. I'm gonna buy 10 Pokeballs. And a potion would be cool. All right, so that's all of our money. Money. We've got to have money. All right, so let's go catch our 103 encounter. What is it going to be? A Poochyena. I guess that's fine. You remember whenever or I think it's new Pokemon games that you get experience after you catch a Pokemon too, which is pretty cool. I wonder how long it's gonna take for Wurmple and Poochyena to be like viable teammates. I don't think Poochyena gets bites for a while. I think it gets Howl next. It's like at level 7 or something, it gets Howl. All right, Poochyena. Is Mightyena a Pokemon that I can use? I don't know. I don't know. All right, Poochyena. It's gonna be that dog. Can I pet that dog? Can I pet that dog? All right, that's our Route 102 encounter. Poochyena. I'm updating a window on the other screen that you guys can't see. You guys can't see it. You guys can't see it. I'm keeping secrets from you. I would very much like to get Wormathan switch trained up, because they're gonna be very useful. I think that I want. Let me think. Beautyfly would be pretty cool against Sceptile. I think it's Grass Flying or something along those lines. So let's spend a little time grinding, and I'm just gonna chat with y'all. My first ever shiny Pokemon was a pink Poochyena. Whenever I played Pokemon Coliseum, you got to that point, right, where you're like, I'm not playing this game anymore. Might as well grab all of the cool Pokemon off, especially since a lot of the Pokemon in that game were like things that you couldn't get until later games came out. And so I just spent a whole lot of time catching Poochyena and Wurmple to trade over. And of course, if you spend that long, catching the same Pokemon over and over again, you're just destined. Oh, there's Wingull over here. Probably not the best idea to double up on water types, especially since I'm not planning on losing my Marshtomp. This might actually be... Oh, I'm not ground type yet? Whoa, I did not know that it was... I did not know that. Huh. I did not know that about Mudkip. I heard you like Mudkips. I thought that Mudkip was already a ground type. I thought it was... Well, it's good to know so that I don't like attack a Voltorb and just die. The reason why I chose Mudkip is because I need a ground type for what's his face, Watson, because that like in the back of my mind, that is a very scary fight, like already, because like what do you even do? So I hope that I get the ground type from Marshtomp. If not, then I have to figure something else out, like maybe a Numel. We're always going to be fighting from behind, and so I am going to need to have as many teammates as possible, and I'm going to need to have as many teammates that can hold their own as possible. I really can't have any dead weight, which is why I'm getting Wurmple up right now. And I could very easily just skip through, you know, all of this, but I don't want to, mainly because, I don't know, especially since I want the Sass's Dumpster to be the type of channel where people could just like rip game footage off of. Like having grinding footage is important. Also for people who want to take on this challenge or challenges like this in the future, I think it's important for them to see what the game or what doing something like this entails. So I think that's like really important. To have like that, or maybe you just want to have something that's like you like listening to my voice while you're trying to go to sleep, because I do yap a lot, and having something in the background. One of the reasons why I want this channel to be ad-free is there's a Donkey Kong speedrunning channel that I usually have on in the background when I'm trying to go to sleep, and one of the reasons is, number one, I like Donkey Kong 64. And number two, it's an ad-free channel. And I don't know if that's because they haven't gotten to the point where they could have ads, or if it's specifically because they just don't want it to be ad. They wouldn't know where to send the money since it's like a group channel, you know. This might actually be a bad idea to fight this Zigzagoon with this low of health. Because if he crits me, I might die. But yeah, so anyway, like as someone who appreciates that sort of thing, I think that paying that back in the sense of making this channel ad-free is good. Like I think that's a good thing to do. That's a lot of the reason why I do like the content creation that covers the games that I do. Mainly because like a lot of video games help me get through very dark times in my life. You know, growing up, family life wasn't the best. And, you know, like getting other people to see the things that I got a lot of positive experiences from. I think that's very powerful. I think it's very valuable to a lot of people. So that's what we're doing. Hi, Marshmallow. You want to hop up in my lap? I'm just grinding some Pokemon right now. He's looking at me. He's like, oh, baby. What do you think, Marshmallow? You want to hop up? Are you hopping up? Wait, dang. Something funny about Marshmallow is, he doesn't like it when you sniff him. And I really don't know why. And so whenever you like make a sniffing noise, he'll just look at you and meow at you, like just plain dead face meow. And I really don't know what that is to communicate. I think he thinks that I'm like being weird, and he's like, Dad, stop. Oh man. So I'm gonna try to avoid having that bar down there as much as possible. I don't know how I'm supposed to do that. I wish you could turn that off. Maybe you can, and I just haven't looked at the stuff, the software that is running this enough. Hi, Marshmallow. Whenever he gets on my lap, he'll put a paw on my chest, and then he'll stare at me, and then he'll do that thing that cats do whenever they're like, I'm really happy. I'm really happy to be here, Dad. It's okay, buddy. I'm really happy that you're here too. Right, Marshmallow? So, Wormpole is not going to be usable until he gets to, like, levels. I think it's when he gets to be Cascoon is probably whenever he's, like, usable as a teammate. Let's see what his attacks do now. So he takes 3. That's not that bad. He obviously can't kill this Poochyena. I think this Poochyena literally only has tackle, which is why he's always attacking. It's another reason why Poochyena isn't the greatest. Because I think he gets tackle, owl, and then bite. And the terrible thing about bite is it is dark type. And since this is Pokemon Emerald and not Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, the physical special split has not occurred yet. And what that means is Pokemon generations 1, 2, and 3 had what the community calls the pre-physical and special split. And what that means is every type in the game, be it ground, normal, water, fire, stuff like that, they are exclusively one of 2 types. They are either a physical type or a special type. So like Bug is a physical. And I think the way you're supposed to remember it is if there is a evolution, like an evolution for Eevee, plus Dragon, all of those types are special attacking types. So Psychic, Dark, Electric, Water, Fire, Grass, Ice. Those are all special types, and everything else is a physical type. So Bug is physical, Ground is physical, Rock is physical. And so bringing the conversation back to Poochyena, Poochyena learns Howl. Howl is a move that increases your attack stat by 1 stage. And the reason why that sucks is his best physical attacking move is Tackle, because a tackle is a normal type move. When he learns Bite, Howl does nothing to affect Bite because even though it appears to be a physical attack because you're physically biting the opponent, Poochyena is dark type, and the move is dark type, and therefore it's a special move. So Howl does not increase the damage of bite. Can you stop fucking growling at me for like 2 seconds? What do you think, Marshmallow? You're just hanging out. I think Wormathan... Oh, Poison Sting is actually pretty sick. I think Wormathan evolves at level 7? 7 and then like 10-ish. Poochyena, I would still like for them to get Bite, because Bite receives something called the same type attack bonus. And what that means is it's just like whatever it sounds like, is if you're using a move and it's the same type as your type, you receive a 50% damage increase to it. So whenever I was like, oh no, this Zigzagoon is actually kind of dangerous. And the reason why I said that is because Zigzagoon is a normal type Pokemon. And although my strongest Pokemon at the moment is my Mudkip, Mudkip is a water type, meaning that its tackle is just the base 40 power. Zigzagoon's is different because it's 40 power plus another 20, so it's a 60 base power move because it's a normal type, and that's what it is. And so we just call it Stab. We call same type attack bonus Stab. But if you ever hear me say my Pokemon gets stabbed, and you're gonna be like, why is your Pokemon getting stabbed? And that's not what I said. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. We still haven't gotten our Route 103 encounter. And I do have something called Dupe's Clause in effect, which means that if I encounter a Pokemon that I already have, and I encounter it for my area encounter, I'm gonna actually switch. If I encounter that as my area encounter, I can choose to not capture it, and I can get the next Pokemon that I encounter. And that's just what we're doing, right, Marshmallow? So we can swap Wormathan for that dog. We can start getting him, so we can minimize the amount of times we go back to the Pokemon Center. I could also use rare candies to make my grinding faster. The issue, and why I prefer not doing that, is because rare candies do not give you something called EVs. EVs, not EV the Pokemon. Effort value. An acronym for effort value. EV, or effort values, are invisible stats that you receive from defeating certain Pokemon. I forget what Poochyena's is. So imagine we're beating up these Poochyenas and they give 1 attack EV. We can give our Pokemon better attack stats by grinding effort values off of whatever Pokemon gives attack effort values. They're invisible. I think you can put 255 in one stat, and then like a total of like 600 or something like that. I forget what actually it is because I don't play competitive Pokemon. We can max out on effort values, which is obviously like good, and you want to do that. The problem arises in the fact that there are, I think you need a certain amount of effort values for it to increase a stat by like 1. I think it's 4. I think it's 4 effort values per +1 stat. That could be increased by like, I think it's like a Macho Brace. This is what you can, like, you can wear a Macho Brace and that helps out. Can you stop growling? These guys suck and I hate them. I could throw that dog back in. I think that might be dangerous though. The reason why Tackle is missing so much is because Tackle has 95 accuracy. There's 3 normal types attacks that starter Pokemon routinely start with, and it's Tackle, Pound, and Scratch. They all essentially do the same thing. They're just like different flavors. Scratch and Pound are 100 accuracy. Tackle is 95 for genuinely no reason, and I'll even show you. It makes no sense. It just makes Pokemon that learn Tackle slightly worse than Pokemon that learn Scratch and Pound, and I just don't know why that is a thing. And you're like, why doesn't everyone just learn like Scratch? Well, some Pokemon don't thematically scratch their opponents. Like that, like I don't think a Wurmple would scratch, you know, like stuff like that. It's just a little silly. It's just what makes Pokemon Pokemon, you know what I mean? I love Pokemon, wow. I'm not the biggest fan of the direction that Pokemon has gone in, but there was a post that sort of changed my brain chemistry, and someone was like, your favorite and in your mind the best Pokemon game that's ever existed will probably be the one that you spent the most time playing. And that helped put into perspective the fact that mine is Pokemon Emerald, because I spent so much time playing this. And I guarantee you that if I grew up playing Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, that would probably be my favorite one. Or if I grew up playing Sword and Shield, that would probably be my favorite one. It's just a matter of whichever one you spent the most time playing, because Pokemon is that kind of series. You know, it's just really nice to play. You grow attached to your little guys. Please don't kill my Poochyena. I really need this thing. All right, I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm leaving. Hopefully this thing gets Intimidate. Having an Intimidator would be really nice. I don't know what determines Poochyena getting Intimidate or Mightyena. Can I use Mightyena? I have a list of all the Pokemon that I can use. Mightyena. I know obviously Poochyena, because obviously it's a really teeny, eeny, weeny kind of Pokemon, but sorry, I talk a lot and my throat gets sore from talking too much. Can I use Mightyena? Ooh. Well, that thing just died, so whoops. Goodbye, that dog. I'm not actually super attached to it. Is that okay to say? Can I say that out loud? Can I say that out loud, that I'm really not that hung up on the fact that I lost Poochyena? Can I say that? Can I say that out loud? Is that okay? Let's well, name grave yard. I know it's misspelled. I don't have the space. Goodbye, that dog. Can I pet that dog? That's a little stupid of me. Whoops. I don't even think that I could use it, but hey, that's just a theory. Well, I couldn't have evolved. I couldn't have evolved it. I still could have used it. Although Runaway is not the best ability, for sure. Let's get Wormathan to evolve, and then we'll move on. I want it to evolve, and so that I can see what I'm gonna get. I'm probably gonna get Beautyfly, because it's daytime. I think that they fixed the time passage thing not requiring an internal battery. Because normally whenever I turn on my Ruby or Sapphire cartridges, it's like the internal battery is run dry. And I'm like, oh, okay. I guess I could talk about that because that's kind of interesting. So there is a really curious thing because back, I think it was in Gold and Silver, they introduced time-based events. And everyone lost their minds because that's so cool. How did you even do that? Well, the way that they did it is that they literally put in a clock, like a style of clock inside of these cartridges that's powered by a battery. And the battery can run out. The unfortunate nature about Gold and Silver is not only did the clock not work whenever the internal battery ran out, their save files also stopped working, which meant that there was a certain day that's already passed where every single Gold and Silver cartridge is guaranteed to have their internal battery run dry, which is very sad because you cannot replace the internal battery without it also like just dying, or yeah, without like you losing your save data and everything. So there was a day that passed where every single, it was like they got Thanos snapped, you know. They learned their lesson with Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. Some of the things that pass by, you know, is it recognizes what day it is. In Ruby and Sapphire specifically, berries will grow. And so you have to know what day or what time of day it is. Because in Gold and Silver it would become nighttime, and so you could catch certain Pokemon during the day and certain Pokemon during the night. So that's always the downside of that sort of thing, is that it was not future proofed, which is obviously. Can you stop growling me, man? Can you stop doing that? What if I just poisoned you? I think Poison Sting has 100% accuracy. I think it's just not the best. Can you stop critting me? That's always scary, man. That's the unfortunate nature about progress is, you know, some things are lost along the way. We didn't get to the top of Everest without losing a lot of people in the process. I say we, like I myself got to the top of Mount Everest, and I did. This is Sass lore. I did. I just walked up there and I was like, easy game, easy life, and I got to the top of Mount Everest and I was like, okay, GG. Try not to use my Mudkip too much so that I don't accidentally get it to the point where I can't use it in Roxanne's gym, where it's obviously going to be very helpful. Obviously, Wurmple itself isn't going to be super helpful. I think if I get Beautifly, it learns Absorb and Morning Sun, so it can kind of be like a stall Pokemon if I can get it Protect. So that's why I'm kind of going hard on getting it to be like usable. So this is also something that's really funny. The highest base stat Pokemon that I can use, I'm looking at my list right now, is Illumise and Volbeat. And Kadabra as well. Kadabra is also one of the Pokemon that I can use. Wailmer, Gloom, Porygon, Ledian, Weepinbell, Yanma. At the top is Beautifly and Dustox as well. So you can kind of see like the limitations, because I think Beautifly and Dustox are the only evolutionary Pokemon, like final evolution Pokemon that I can use, which bodes. It doesn't bode well. I'll say that much. That's not. Let me look at this list actually while we're doing this. I don't think I see another fully evolved Pokemon. Oh, I can use Shedinja. Shedinja is a fully evolved Pokemon that I can use. That would require me to get an Inseta and evolve it and have an open slot in my party so that it evolves into both Ninjask and then I receive a Shedinja. Problem with Shedinja is it has 1 health point. It has 1 HP. That's probably why it's able to be used. That might actually be like sleeper tech. Shedinja is one of my favorite Pokemon to use just because it's so bad. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this challenge in the first place, is my heart beats for Pokemon that are terrible. Like most of my favorite Pokemon are in the PU tier of viability, which the tiers are overused or OU, rarely used or RU, never used or NU. And then there's PU, and if you're like, what does the P stand for? It doesn't stand for anything, as in PU, these things stink. So there's that, and then there's even a tier below it called ZU, which is like these Pokemon are either they haven't evolved yet, or they just are terrible. Some PU or ZU Pokemon that I was shocked to find out is something like Marowak, or not Marowak, Sandslash. Like Sandslash is down there. And that always kind of shocked me. Obviously some of the Pokemon that I can use are Pokemon that don't evolve at all. So like Roselia, Illumise, and Volbeat, obviously. Oh, Ariados is something that I can use, and that's fully evolved, as was Ledian. Lickitung, Corsola, Delcatty. Oh, Delcatty's another Pokemon that I can use, but that requires a Moonstone. When do I get a Moonstone? Also, Skitty is a rare encounter, so that would be difficult. Mawile and Sableye. I would love a Sableye. I think a Sableye would be really cool. Dude, Sableye would be awesome. Sableye and Shedinja would be my ghost types. Like, if I just go up against a team that doesn't have a super effective move against Shedinja. That's something that makes Shedinja unique, is it has 1 health point, so it dies in a single hit. But it has an ability called Wonder Guard, and Wonder Guard means that it can't take damage from attacks unless they are super effective, and Shedinja's bug ghost type. And that's not like the worst typing in the world. It's obviously not perfect, because it does have a fair few weaknesses. Rock, flying, dark, ghosts. But normal type it doesn't worry about. Steel type it doesn't worry about. Water type it doesn't worry about. Grass. I think its learn set is a little lacking. I think it might suck on the learn set side of things. It is what it is, though. Not the worst thing in the world. Laleep would also be kind of a cool thing. I know that I get a fossil at some point, and Laleep would be a cool fossil to have. Ditto is apparently something that I can use, because Ditto's stats aren't necessarily really good. I don't think I get a Ditto in this game for a while, though. I think you have to wait until, I think it's Fall Arbor Town, and that guy to dig his way through his house into the mountain, which is a weird sentence to say out loud. Dad, why are you digging into the wall? Dad, I think you need to. You're making Mom scared. All right, so now we can move on because Wormython is evolving. If it's a Silcoon, that means we're gonna get Beautyfly. If it's Cascoon, it's Dustox, but I think it only evolves into Dustox at night. So I think it should be a Silcoon. That is a Silcoon, yes. I think I would prefer Beautyfly over Dustox, just because I think I always use Dustox, and it's not the craziest thing in the world. It knows Moonlight, and it gets like Confusion, which would be kind of useful at Brawly's gym. But we'll move on. We'll start catching our other encounters now. There's a mosquito in my room, and Marshmallow won't let me get up to smack it. I don't want to wake him up. Oh no. So Route 102, baby. I'm gonna wait until we're further. I think I can get like a C-Dot. A C-Dot would be kind of cool. It's alright though, you should summon out some Pokemon that are weak to poison, because I have a... That's not weak to poison. You idiot. Yeah, that's not bad. See, he's gonna howl. So he got it at level 5, so his tackles are gonna be better, but obviously he doesn't have bite because he's not like level 1,000,000. Tackle rearing its ugly head once again. Okay, buddy. How about you keep howling? I think you're doing a good thing. Howl one more time. No, that's a strong tackle. Wow. Could have used that critical hit at any other point, but thank you very much. Now we're gonna get the big EXP because we're fighting Pokemon that have trainers, which is pretty cool. Gust is gonna be pretty big whenever I get Beautyfly, because that'll also help me with Bronley's gym. Hey, you're gonna look really stupid because I'm the better version of you. I really should turn off animations because you get stuck in this loop of Wurmple's string-shotting you for literally like no combative help. It doesn't do anything except make you slower, and we're just tackling each other back and forth, so it genuinely does not matter. That's why you've never seen me use string shot, is it doesn't do anything that like advances the game state because we're not like super strong, you know? So I set the battle style to set mode, which means that whenever the trainers throw out their next Pokemon, it's automatically sent out instead of me being prompted to switch out to a better Pokemon. So that makes the game harder. And so I think that's a I forget what the term is. It's like a harder Nuzlocke. I didn't swap out Wormathan because once because I'm at -6 speed now, and so if it uses string shot again, it'll just throw up a text box and says, oh, your speed is already as low as it possibly can. And of course, now that I'm at -6, they're like, you're a sitting duck. I can take my time picking you apart like a bug, I'm just gonna clip your wings, you stupid idiot. And I'm like, why are you, can you stop? That's scary. You're scaring me. You're scaring the hose, bro. So Nincada would be a sick find for later, so I can turn it into a Shedinja. That might be a sleeper win condition in certain areas. So it's really good that we're killing Pokemon now. This is wait, this is Route 102? Then what is this? What is this down here? This is Route 101. Hold up. This is Route 101. What is this then? This is Route 103. Oh! This is Route 102. Okay, so I marked Poochyena in the wrong area, but we'll remedy that at some point. Sure, man. Give me a good Pokemon. Lotad is a grass water type. I think I can use Lombre. Lombre definitely could be a sleeper thing. So let's catch it. I'm real sick of everyone hitting me with Growls, man. Early Pokemon is so funny because it's like I'm fighting you with intention and you just won't stop doing this specific thing. This is a grass type. It's a grass water type. And grass water is kind of a good typing. Okay. Astonished. I can hit ghost types. I'm looking at the list. I didn't put it alphabetically, so it's kind of hard to see. All right, cool. I don't have. You know what? It's a girl, Lotan, so we'll name her Lily. We'll name her Lily. Yippee! Let's go here. Are you a trainer that I can battle? No, you're so silly. Why are you so silly? Go heal, and then at some point we can start switch training. So that we're good on water types. I would prefer. I probably won't use Lotad, to be perfectly honest with you, unless I am in desperate need for something else. Looks like Nuzleaf is usable. And that's the evolved version of the other version exclusive, Lotad. So like it's Lotad, and then it turns into something else. I think it's Lombre. That's what it's named, is Lombre. I already said that. I said that out loud earlier. What the heck? Well, now I can hit these super effectively with Poison Sting. It's not stab, so it might actually still be better to use tackle, because I think Poison Sting is like 15 power or something like that. Getting it poison would be nice. And so that it's only good if I get it poisoned. I don't see Lombre on my list. Is Lombre over 400? Can I only use a Lotad? Are you kidding me? I don't want to stop playing the game so that I don't have like dead air footage. Well, this is happening. Lombre base stats. What is Lombre's base stats? I'm looking at it. It is 340. That is really bad. But I mean, hey, that's the challenge. So it's gonna be really low on the list then, and that's probably why I don't see it. Can we get a poison on this guy? Because this guy's gonna start wrecking my shit pretty soon here. Oh, I see it. It's right next to Nuzleaf. It's just a one above. So it's Lombre and Nuzleaf are relatively the same in terms of base stats. Poison isn't the best thing to have when you're trying to capture Pokemon because it ticks down, obviously. It'd be nice to like fish for like in desperation in some battles, you know, but that's another move that I'm probably not gonna like rely on all too much. Talo. I need a Talo. I think I know where I can get a Talo. I'll take a Wingull, but I would prefer a Talo. Because I think it gets Guts, and Guts can go pretty hard. Apparently I can also use, yeah, I can use an Air Breath. If I can use a Kadabra, I can use an Air Breath. That's how that works. And now I have my Stab Water Gun. I wonder where I get, what's that thing that you have, that there's an item that you can have that if you're not fully evolved, it's like an, no, it's not an Everstone, is it? Where if you're not fully evolved, you get like a bunch of defensive stats or something like that. I forget what that's, what is that called? I don't know. I need to write down, encounter is a Lotad. Yeah, every time that I click back into the window, I have to bring that up, and I'm really sorry. And I don't know how to get rid of that. Yeah, I probably don't want to end up using Lily all that much. It's a Swift Swim. And it has Astonish as its only attacking move. Wow, that's incredible. Oran Berries are going to be kind of sick this early, because it's like, that's like half of my health bar. I can use like held items, and Oran Berries are really good hold items for early game. Because if I drop below half, it'll heal 10 HP. And that's quite decent. That is quite decent. Apparently I can get an encounter in Petalburg City. I don't know how that would work. Everybody got them Zigzagoons. I don't think that I can use Lanoon, so I think I'm glad that I didn't get Zigzagoon as an encounter. I think I'll just keep spamming instead of tackles. I think I outspeed, brother. I am a cocoon. I'm a cocoon, man. I don't think that I can use Lanoon. I don't see Lanoon on my list, and that's actually pretty strong for a Pokemon. It's, you know, it's bad whenever Lanoon is good or too powerful for the challenge. I can use Shroomish. I cannot use Breloom, because Breloom is very strong. So that's another one that's like, I always use a Shroomish. I always use you. But unfortunately, I can't. I'm gonna miss you, Shroom. I always get a Shroomish, man. No, it's so bad. Can I get a Leech Life? Man, imagine if I had Leech Life, but it was buffed to how it is currently. Leech Life had the biggest glow up for a move. It went from 12 base power to like 75. It's genuinely insane. What fighting type do I want? Probably Machoke? I don't think Machoke is usable though. I think it might have to be Makuhita. Makuhita might be pretty good. I would want to stock up on potions in case I get stuck in like a cave and I don't want to lose my Pokemon to a battle. That's when that would become useful. But once Wormathan evolves, we're gonna be sitting kind of pretty because we'll have a fully evolved Pokemon. One of the only fully evolved Pokemon that we can use in the entire challenge already. I could catch another Weedle in another area, or not Weedle, Wurmple, and wait until nighttime for it to turn into a Dustox. Not like super important in my mind to do that. It will be a very useful early game team member for sure. For sure. Sorry, Poochyena, I didn't mean for you to die. Yeah, I don't see Mighty Anna on this list at all, so it would stay a Poochyena. Still, it could have been like a sack. It could have been a sack for, you know, like in a pinch, I just throw out Poochyena and they just get obliterated for a free swap into a better Pokemon. That's my bad. That's probably what Lotad's gonna be, unless I desperately need a water grass type. What items do I want? Probably more balls. Wow, you do not get a lot of balls. What in the what? Or not? You don't get a lot of money. You get 2 balls depending on your luck. Oh, I can get a Petalburg, right? Because I can fish. I obviously don't want a Magikarp, so Magikarp can't evolve into Gyarados, so it would be Water Gun and Splash and Tackle and Flail. I think it gets Flail at level 30 or something. So I've forgotten what NPCs give you like super good items, so I'm tempted to talk to as many people as possible. So I apologize for people that are like, that doesn't do anything, but you know. I think we have to watch. Oh, I could have gotten a Ralts. I could have gotten a Ralts. Oh no. I think it's like a 5% encounter though. Hi, Dad. Hello. Wally is kind of a goated. What's the word? Rival? I think he's a really cool rival because he moves here because he's very weak in the sense that like he has a very weak disposition. And so he moved here. And so he goes on an adventure despite his like weakness, right? And then he becomes like your rival. It's so cool. He's such a cool guy. So that's gonna be another Pokemon I gotta worry about is his Gardevoir eventually. It is quite possible in this for Zigzagoon to one-shot Ralts because this is not a scripted battle. And so if they crit right here, that would kill Ralts. And it's possible for that to happen. And speedrunners kind of hope that that does. And so it's possible for the battle to end quicker because the Zigzagoon kills the Ralts and Wally will still be like, yay, I got my Ralts. It's so awesome. which is pretty funny. So I wonder where so I can use Gloom as well. I don't know if I can get Gloom in this game until post game. All of my knowledge of Pokemon is gonna have to come back to me. I'm gonna treat myself to fast food today after I record. I feel like I've earned it. I've earned it. Also, I definitely need counters to his Slacking and Vigoroth. So Protect would be really good against his Slacking. That's gonna be scary. That's gonna be very scary. Curly. Oh, I could have used a Curlia. Oh, this is crazy. I can use a Slack Off. I cannot use a Vigoroth. A Vigoroth is too strong for this challenge. Which is crazy because I would have killed for a Vigoroth, dude. So we'll have to wait on our Petalburg City encounter until I get a good rod. Hey, you can't talk to kids, man. I'm gonna go kick this guy in the balls. Do I want another Wormhole? Maybe. I love this game's soundtrack. It's so good. Marshmallow, what are you eating over there? He's like eating his fur that he... That's gross. What the hell, boy? Boy, what the hell, boy? I think at level 10 is whenever I evolve into my cool, awesome... Why are you guys addicted to this? Why do you guys do this? What do you gain from growling me so much? Growl and Tail Whip? Oh no, oh, my stats are going down. I'm so scared. Scary. Marshmallow, what are you doing, man? A tackle showing its horrendous 95 accuracy. It's genuinely so bad. It's so bad. And for what? Like, why? Like, are tackle Pokemon just too strong? It's like, oh, we gotta nerf them because they have better attack stats than everyone else, so they get 95 accuracy for no reason. So we need to get level 10, and then we'll be cooking with oil. I could have gotten a C-Dot instead of my Lotad, and I probably would have preferred a C-Dot because Nuzleaf is kind of okay. Oh no. They're using Bide. Oh no. Can you kill? Can you poison? Uh-oh. Wait, what? Uh-oh. Genuinely thought I lost Wormwithin there. I genuinely thought I lost Wormwithin there. I would have stopped the recording. And I would have gone back to bed. Oh, I thought Bide. Maybe he used Bide turn 1, and I thought he used a different move. I thought it was because it's you use Bide, and then it says I'm storing energy, and then it says I unleash energy. So I must have been hitting him during the first wave. That was my bad. I need to be paying more attention. I'm kind of passively playing this right now because it's the early game, and I'm like, who gives a shit? But that's how I lost Poochyena. You know, like that's how I lost Poochyena, and that was my bad. That was 100% my bad. You want a duel? You want a duel? I'm still on Sacred Card's brain. Oh no, not Magikarp. Ah. I think this thing actually has pretty decent defense. Yep, there's the splashes. What fast food places are open this early? It's 8 a.m. Have I been recording for an hour? Oh my god. Oh my god. PETA. You've been recording for an hour, PETA. PETA, the horse is here. Poison, thank you. Yeah, I think Magikarps are actually kind of bulky. They just are useless otherwise. I think there's an episode where they fish up a Magikarp. I say they, Team Rocket is they. And they try to eat it, but Magikarp are like these stupid fish, and they're also like dense and hard to kill. But Magikarps literally they learn tackle, splash, and flail. And I think very rarely they get like bounce. I think that's like an event Magikarp or something like that. Super crazy. And they don't give a lot of experience because why would they? Can I fight you? All right, let's see what our encounter is here. I think there's Wingles. I think this is where you can also get a Tailo. I would really like a Tailo. Okay, Wingle it is. I will accept the Wingle. Go, my Wormathan. It's acceptable. I do need a flying type eventually. It's just unfortunate because it won't be resistant to Sceptile's grass type attacks. Could find something else along the way, so it's not the end of the world. I will take the Wingle though. It also already knows Water Gun, which is pretty good. That's really good. What the heck? And this is why we bought a lot of balls. So the Premier Ball just for it. One. Okay, buddy. I probably should not poison it because I would still have to run back to heal it or waste one of my Pecha Berries. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. You better be... I meant to go... Okay. Okay. I meant to go to my Pokemon and swap to... I fat-fingered. Oh! Oh, no. Channel's getting off to a good start. Super good start. I've messed over 2 full encounters. Y'all want to mulligan this? Y'all want to mulligan it? Give me another shot. No, I'm just kidding. My bad. Accidentally running from something is so on brand for me, dude. The Poochyena, I could have duped that. I could have been like, I don't want that. I don't want that. What? I'm gonna go on DoorDash while I'm pressing A against this guy and see what places are open because I'm getting quite hungry. Yeah, I can press A and do other things at the same time. What about it? Let's get to level 10 before we go into the Puddleberg Wood. Puddleberg Wood. Starbucks is open. Subway's open. I kind of want donuts. My fat ass wants donuts. Sonic is open. Sonic might be a little far away though. Charles Jr. I mean, it's kind of, I'm in the mood for something meaty. Panera Bread is open, but that is really expensive though. Chick-fil-A is open, but they're homophobic. McDonald's is open. Krispy Kreme! Krispy Kreme! Oh. All right, we get our cool awesome. So Krispy, but Krispy Kreme donuts. But I already have like Pop-Tarts. I guess I'm getting Subway. Meatball marinara, foot long. Might get 2 of those. Let me get 2 of those. Yeah. All right, we got Beautyfly. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Absorb, there's our absorb, baby. Sorry, I'm going a little slow because... What the heck? Apparently you can get salads at Subway, what the heck? Don't be ridiculous. Don't need tackle anymore. Well, I definitely don't need string shot. Do that first and foremost. I'll order food after I'm done recording. Fine. Holding on to Harden might not be that bad. I have Swarm. So I am a special attacker. And I need to... Can I move these around? Absorb is 20 power. How do people exist, man? That's crazy. I also need to get... I need to get my Mudkip up so that it's max level by the time that we get to the gym. I'll give my guys berries once we're in important battles. If I remember correctly, this girl's rich. And if you beat her, she gives you like a bunch of money, I'm pretty sure. Could be mistaken. So now we're hitting with stab. So absorb is 20 power plus 50%. So it's 30 power. Because I'm pretty sure I'm grass flying? Grass bug? Bug flying? What type am I? Am I a grass bug? Am I grass bug? Bug flying. Okay, so I don't get the same type of tank bonus from absorb. So this is not as good as I thought it was. I will still, whenever I get gust, it will still be pretty good. I definitely don't want to throw Wormothan out against Roxanne, because that would be bad. Because bug and flying are quad weak to rock, and that would be very bad, very not good. Oh, yo, oh, we're pulling out the full restores. Actually, I'm doing a kind of doing a challenge where I can't use. You know what? You can use items in battle. I can't. That's fine. I got a crit anyway. Suck my nuts. And she has one Pokemon too. I think if you get the Versus Seeker item, you can rebattle her and farm her for money. I also think that her Zigzagoon has a nugget if you have Thief, so I think you can steal a nugget off of her. Yeah, 1400 Poke is a lot. That's a lot. Okay, Petalburg Woods. Let's get our encounter for Petalburg Woods. Another Wurmple. I'm actually heavily considering this and doing another recording session. Let me... Hold up. Hold up. What if, though? Petalburg Woods Emeralds. Hold up. What can I catch? Poochyena, Wurmple, Shroomish, Cascoon, Halo? Oh, man. I can catch a Cascoon, so we'll dupes this, and I don't even have to wait. If I'm gonna dupes on Wurmple and hope that I run into a Cascoon. Actually, that's not a good idea either, because it won't have... I'm just gonna catch it. You know what? We're catching it, and I will level it up into a Dust Talks later. I think that's the play. Wormothan and Dusty? Wormothan and Dustin? No, it's a girl. Hold up. Dusky. Okay, yeah, I think that's the play. Definitely think that's the play. I think that's the play. That's kind of a cool... That's kind of cool. I didn't realize you could catch wild Cascoons here, but... What is this item? Another Pokeball? Okay, cool. I will take the second Wurmple, just because I might straight up need another fully evolved Pokemon, you know? Level 6 Poochyena? I still don't have a bug type move, man. What the hell's that about? I'll take Gust. Gust will be pretty good. Wormothan can fend for themselves now, which is really good. I think they get so Solar Beam is not going to be super good because it's not a grass type. I keep thinking it's a grass type and it's not. So it's a special attacker with primarily physical type attack types. So this is what we were talking about earlier, where it's like Poochyena has a special type, or special attacking type, but a physical attacker stat line. And so Beautyfly, most of their attacks will be special, but the only same type attack bonuses that it's going to get are from physical attacks, because both flying and bug are physical attack types. It's a little unfortunate. It is what it is, though. Not going to worry too much about it. I don't know why I'm making Wormwithin stronger when it's really not worth it, because I'm pretty much not going to use it in Roxanne's gym. It can survive on its own, though, and I can have it in the backline to switch train some of my weaker guys. So like, since it's level 10, what's my what's Squirt at? Squirt is also at 10. That's fine. I can get Dusky at least one level, because I think it evolves at level 7, I'm pretty sure. Oh man, there's the Slackoth I could have had. Although Slackoth is really not that good. The reason why Vigoroth is good is because it doesn't have the Truant ability, and its stat line is really good, which is why we can't use it. Very strong physical attacker, but it has a god-awful ability. So if we got the Slackoth, it would be a niche usage at best, for sure. For sure. I wonder how long... Oh, they have Yawn? Hold up. That actually makes it... That would have actually made it a really good teammate. What the hell? Having Yawn on a Pokemon would be goated. Don't fall asleep. Thank you. What up, dude? Man, I'm getting hungry. How long should I make these episodes? I don't know. I don't know. Well, he has a lot of Pokemon. What if I got some levels on my Mudkip? Which training is also made more difficult by being in set mode, because it doesn't prompt you to bring in another Pokemon. And so this would be the part where I would just throw Wurmple back in, but it would be in danger of dying with me doing that. I'm gonna move these around. There we go. So Water Gun is my primary attacking thing. For the most part, I got Mudkip for the bulk, and the ground typing. So once it's Marsh Top, it's primarily gonna be just there for bulk, which is really good because it's, you know, it's a starter Pokemon. How high up? Let's see, it's Mudkip. Where on the list? Can I not use? Uh-oh. Wait. Can I not? Wait, is it? Oh, wait, all of the starters. Wait a second. All of the starters are 405. Oh, no. Wait, I can't even use Mudkip past its evolution? Wait. Hold the fucking phone. Hold the phone. My Mudkip cannot evolve? Wait. Oh, no. Oh, no. I just realized how bad it's gonna be. We cannot even evolve it because its evolution is too strong. It's 405 base stats. I think whenever, so there's this YouTuber that I watched. They're the reason that I did. They're the reason that I was inspired to do this challenge. I think their name was like Salmons, and they said that the Trashlock was 405 base stats and below. And then everyone online said that it's 400 base stats and below. So I could up it to 405 base stats, but I think the general gist is you can use 400 base stats and below, because that's what everyone online is saying and has said from all of my research. I didn't move my mouse. Fuck off. I have to take a shower and I have to order food so bad. I've been sitting here for like 3 hours writing scripts and stuff. Let's get Wurmple their final level before they evolve, and so we can get it to a Dustox later. Please don't poison me. Yay! That could have actually been really bad. Let's kill this thing as fast as possible. I forgot that it got Poison Sting. I literally have a level 5 Wurmple out right now. Please don't poison me. Thank you. You're so nice to me. Dude, the more that I'm doing this, the more that I'm looking at the list, the more that I'm like, oh, I think I made a mistake. What have I done? I've made a huge, horrible mistake. Wait. So it's gotta, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do now. Apologies to anyone who does not like that noise. I also have to make sure that, so I have 21, so I can survive 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Uh-oh. It's okay. I can actually just battle this one straight up. Why did I do this? Why? You're already faster than me, man. So apparently I can get a free item if I buy the Philly cheesesteak and cheese. What the hell? What is this, a salad? Dude, what is this, a salad? Do I want a salad? I also need to order. I need to get groceries. That's probably why I'll have to wait. Is I need to get groceries as well. I did not move my mouse. My hand is very far away from my mouse. My bad. Sorry if it makes this footage unusable. Offers free footage. All of the footage is unusable. I like how none of my poison stings have poison in them. Yep, this is cool. Early Pokemon is crazy, dude. Early Pokemon is wacky. It's wavy. It's inflatable tube man. You think you might want to... You want to poison it at least once? That'd be kind of cool. We'll get up to probably Roxanne, and then we'll stop for a little bit, because I'm hungry. Okay. My health is at 15. Can you not do this? I think I might run from this battle. Because I don't need levels on my Wurmple anymore. I'll have to wait until... Yeah, because we'll have to wait until nighttime anyway to get our Dustox. That's crazy. 13. 12. 10. That's not how you count, Sass. If it dies by poison, it's dead. You know, like 1, 2, 3. Oh. 2. I was never worried. I was never worried. Let the record show. I was never worried. Alright, so we have a teammate that I'm not planning on using, a teammate that I can't use yet, and then a teammate that I can't use in the upcoming battle. The upcoming gym trainer guy, lady. I actually think Roxanne is so hot. I think Roxanne is one of the most attractive gym leaders in the world. Basically, Pokemon is hot girl heaven. Like, I was so based for that. They're also a little bit weird. That's just insulting. Fucking love that guy, dude. Pretty sure the Devon Corp guy is like, I love Shroomish. I heard you can get Shroomish. And yes, you can. Yep. Team Aqua. Wow. Bring it on, dork. So wait, so my Mudkip isn't good against Watson because it's not gonna gain the ground typing. I just realized. Oh no, what have I done? What have I done? So I need to find a ground type. Probably Numel. Probably gonna have to be Numel. Because I can't think of another ground type. I mean, Vibrava? I don't know if I can use Vibrava. Let me see. I'm looking at my list. Vibrava. I don't see it. I do see Numel, though. So I still gotta find a way to fight Roxanne. Holy smokes. Yeah, get out of here, dork. You mega dork. Give me stuff. Yay! Yippee! Yeah, get out of here. All right, let's battle the rest of the guys here for some easy experience. I don't think there are very many people left, though. Definitely would have preferred a Tailo here. Apparently Tailos don't freaking exist. I looked up a menu, a thing that showed me every Pokemon that was in here, and Tailo was in here, so I don't know what to tell you. Squirt is so strong, but it's about to become like the worst thing you've ever seen in your life. The longer that the game goes on, the more that Squirt's gonna fall off. It's really unfortunate. I mean, that's the nature of the challenge, right? That's the whole thing. That's the crux of that's the challenging part of the challenge. Why it's a challenge. Yeah, I want that. I want that. The Nincada, I want that. I think it's Nincada because it's a cicada. Nincada? The ninja cicada. Nincada? That sounds about right. Nincada. Oh, easy. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I definitely want a Nincada so I can hopefully get a Shedinja. Shedinja sounds so fun. I just can't use it whenever people set up like Sandstorm. Sandstorm would kill it as well. I gotta be really careful. That's not even about I can take a hit or not. It can't take a hit. It has 1 HP, dude. An ether? An ether's I'm gonna need to load up on ethers whenever I go to the Elite Four so I can get my PP back. Haha, PP! Bullet Seed! Hold up. I'm assuming that's what he's giving me because he says that he wants to spit seeds. Who can learn? Yeah, it's Bullet Seed. I'm assuming they can't? Wormithing can't? That's crazy. Berry Berry? Yup. I'm not planting berries. Don't give a shit about that. Most runs aren't gonna last long enough. If this is not the run, you know. What route is this? I was not paying attention. So it should be route 115? 104. Oh, this is more of the same route as before. So I don't have an encounter here. There's a Meryl! I could have gotten a Meryl instead of a Wingull. Fuck you, dude. Meryls have huge power, which is kind of cool. Although it doesn't have a very good, like, attacking pool. Some of these patches that don't have grass just don't have an item for some reason. Yeah, there's the Wingull that I accidentally killed. Whoops. I wonder if I'm gonna upload all of my attempt footage as well. I don't know. I guess I am. If this is not the run that makes it all the way, then I guess I am. Yeah, Meryl would have been kind of cool, but it is contingent on whether or not it has huge power. Although I don't think Azumarill is usable because I think it has too many stats. Azumarill is one of those Pokemon that's like, what does this Pokemon do? Up until like whenever it got huge power plus belly drum plus the aqua jet, like that, obviously that's what you do whenever you have those things, but it doesn't have, there were not very many priority moves back in the day. There's my Talo. I'm losing my mind, man. I'm crying, I'm shitting, I'm throwing up. I'm crying, I'm pissing, I'm shitting. I may do some off-screen grinding if it wouldn't look good in the video, but I don't know. I'm just taking this as it comes. You know, it's just, like I said, I'm just trying to record stuff and get it on the internet. Hey, you want to like tail whip me a bunch of times so I don't lose health here? I am kind of low for Nuzlocke. Oh no, my attack stat's going down. Too bad I have a special attack. Dummy. I'm literally so hungry, oh my god. Oh, I have Pop-Tarts. I have Pop-Tarts in my office. I'm gonna eat those. I'm not gonna eat them on recording. That would be a little silly. I'll be honest with you, it'd be a little silly. You also got, you don't want to hear that. Believe me, you don't want to hear that. Lotad. There's a mandatory double battle coming up. You can skip them apparently by like just not having two Pokemon that are able to battle, which is kind of funny. I think Pokemon Emerald came out around the time that Ruby and Sapphire did, or not Ruby and Sapphire. That's the whole point. I think Emerald came out around the time that Pokemon Coliseum was coming out, and so they were really pushing double battles, and so there's a lot of double battles that are mandatory in this game that aren't mandatory in Ruby and Sapphire, which is really interesting. I like whenever like sequels change things around. Pretty cool stuff. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah, Beautyfly is pretty tanky right now. Pretty tanky. I also don't want to attack Shroomish because I think they have Effect Spore. Although, I think I might still get Contact since I'm using a physical attack. I don't know how that's actually calculated. It is nice that I have a little bit of variance in my attacking types now. I have a Poison, I have Grass, I have Water, I have Grounds. Yeah, I can fight these guys. Let's do it. Let's do it. Man, I would be really scared if I didn't have a poison type. Boo. I hope we can kill one of these in one round. Probably not. Please don't double absorb. Oh, sick! You guys are the greatest of all time. Lotad sucks, dude. What the hell? I'm glad I don't have a Lotad. Right, guys? Haha. Haha. What's that like? What's having a Lotad like? Haha. There's another route. It's not. Ooh, are these Lepa berries? Yo, what up? Chesto berry, Resto, Chesto. Let's make it happen. These should be Lepa. Yeah, these are PP restoring berries. Not good in battle, but they're basically just like an ether or ether. I don't know how you pronounce that word. 8.7 out of 10, too much water. This is where the meme came from, y'all. Rustboro City. I don't think you get a Pokemon here, and I don't know why it's offering for me to have an encounter here. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but go off. Okay. Rustboro. Yeah, I don't think you can get a wild Pokemon in Rustboro. Let's do the gym, and we'll sign off. I can only play the same Pokemon, or I can only play the same game for like 2 hours straight unless it's brand new. Because I'm starving. I'm starving and I'm hungry and I want food. What kind of items do I want now? Probably some more antidote. No, I have 10 antidotes. Probably paralysis heal. Get 10 of those. Escape rope, just in case. Can't use the X items. Get 10 more balls. Oh, I can't. I'll get more balls whenever I can buy 10, because it gets you the premier ball for free. What route is this? Is this it? Route 115 is here. Is this Route 115 as well? We'll save those for next episode. I say episode like this is, it's not a let's play. Don't stop calling it a let's play. It's not. It's not a let's play. No. No, it's not a let's play. Stop calling it a let's play. Geodude's like, I'm rock ground type. I'm solid. And I'm like, splurt. And he's like, Gwa. Hopefully this doesn't give me too much experience. That's a lot of experience. Uh-oh. Level 15 is the cap. So if I get to, if I can't level up to level 16 and use it is the thing. Uh-oh. Mandatory double battle, baby. Hopefully they just have two, like, hopefully the amount of Pokemon in this battle is just 2. So that I don't overlevel my Mudkip and then instantly, oh god. Oh my god. Help. What? Did I just attack my own Pokemon? I think I just attacked my own Pokemon. I think I just did a stupid. I think I did a stupid. Did I attack my own Pokemon? Please say no. I'm fat fingering all these buttons, man. No, I didn't. Okay, good. I might throw out Lotad so she gets us some of this experience. Gets us some of this experience. And so that Squirt stops leveling up. Absorb. Come on in here, Lily. Oh, I just realized that's my roommate's dog's name. That's awkward. It's a Lotad though, sorry. Don't worry, Lily's gonna hit us with some fat astonishes. It's gonna be crazy, dude. You just watch. Get absorb. Oh, you poor fool. Yeah, get them with that astonish, dude. They'll never see it coming. So I'm one-shotting these Geodudes. Can I use Wormathin? Nose pass is gonna be the issue, obviously. That's gonna be the real issue, specifically. I don't think I've been hit yet. I have not been hit yet. Okay, let's just raw dog it. Let's raw dog it. Fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. All right. First battle, Roxanne. Should not be a problem because she has 2 Geodudes and a Nose Pass. The only issue is that she can use a really powerful rock type move called Rock Tomb, which has a chance of missing. But it's really strong for this point in the game. But better than Growl. Might mud slap the Nose Pass. Just like keep mud slapping it so that it stops killing or stops hitting me. Stops killing. So that it stops killing. That's what I said. I'm looking like a fool. A fool. I just go out after this. Like, what if I just went out and got my own food? Because I need to go grocery shopping anyway. All right, this is the scary one. I forgot to put berries on my guys, of course. Oh, that's good damage, but that's a crit. She might heal. She's hardening. Not a problem. Oh, she has an orange berry. No. Why would you do this? Can I get another crit? Oh, God. That's not good damage, actually. Here's Rock Tomb. Oh, God. And it lowers my speed. Oh, and she's got a potion. You're cheating. Get another crit. Get another crit. Get a crit. I can't switch out now. Wait. 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 Does she have? I think she might have 2 potions. Oh, she's got 2 potions, man. This could actually be really bad. This could actually be really bad. The first thing hit for 13. So technically I can survive 2 more. Tackle? You're so silly. Crit? Yeah, baby. I could have lost Squirt there for sure. We get to do this cool thing now. Every time that a battle ends and Squirt has leveled up, it'll try to evolve. And I have to keep on telling it, no, you can't evolve. No, you can't evolve, sorry. Nope, you can't evolve, sorry. Nope. Can't do it, sorry. My bad. Mudkip's like, wait, what? But I have to get stronger in order to help you win the game. And I'm like, I can't, sorry. No, it's not in the cards. Oh, all right, y'all. I'm gonna end the recording here and we'll pick it up another day. Thanks so much for watching. Love you guys so much. You know that I do, and bye.